front brakes, I did the Monza front brake conversion. So I'm actually running the stock Vega spindles on this car. I know a lot of guys do the S10 conversion. I just didn't do that. I didn't want to mess with the factory steering geometry and suspension or anything. So I just stayed with the Vega spindles. And this conversion is actually really simple and easy. You basically just use the the Monza rotor and calipers from a 76 and later. So it'll have the vented rotors and it'll have the bigger caliber piston. So that's the route I went. I went right on the Vega pistons, no problem. You might have to do some very, very light grinding of some casting numbers to get the rotor to spin freely on the spindle. And I also took my dust covers off. So I had to take the dust cover off in my particular instance, but I do know of guys that are able to keep them on. So the beauty of this is you go from like a 48 millimeter bore size, I think it's like 48.5 or something on the Vega, all the way up to 68, I believe it is. So it's a lot more piston area on the caliper, and you get the beauty of the vented rotors. The rotor isn't any bigger, so you still kind of have the same size rotor, but at least it's vented and you have more contact area as well on the pad. So it's a really kind of quick and easy upgrade for the front brakes. As far as the 5-lug, I went on a Ford bolt pattern because the Ford 5-lug pattern is 4.5 inches. The GM is 4 3/4. By going with the Ford pattern, I was able to kind of keep it in more. So when machining the rotors, you didn't have to cut into the hat of the rotor really hardly at all. So if you're going to do this and you're going to 5-lug a rotor, you might want to consider going Ford bolt pattern just to kind of bring it in a little bit. So just to match, my front and rears are on a Ford 5-lug pattern. But anyway, that's pretty much it with the front brakes.